Dear viewer, in this video, we introduce you to using Azure DataBricks. Azure DataBricks is a very handy way whenever you want to execute your Spark notebooks uh, at the cloud. So, and Azure Notebooks gives you the flexibility to use all whatever you can do with Spark. You can write codes in Scala, Python, R. Okay, so let's see how we get started on it. You log into your Azure portal, and then you go to create Azure resource, Databricks resource. So you type in Databricks. So you basically, so it mentions that it's a sparse analytic platform. So, so there has been some UI changes as here. So the first thing is you choose your subscription, whatever you have. I'm going with the free trial. Then any resource or group that you have created. So let's create a resource group and give it a name of Azure okay, Databricks resource group Jan, say resource group Jan 80 resource group. Okay, so once you do that, you can also need to give a workspace name. So we'll just use the same name and just modify the it with workspace location and pricing style. We'll go with standard. Okay, let's review and create. So if you see now here in the deployment, validation is successful. Now he is asking us to, so now we can create it. So once you create, you see it will deploy it. So this takes some time. So we'll just take a pause here, and then once it is done, we'll continue. Okay, let's pause the okay, let's see. Okay, our deployment is now complete. So let's just quickly check that if I need to sign in again. Go to all resources. Okay, so you have your Databricks. Okay. Now the first thing you need to do is after you have added it to your Azure, you need to start with a workspace. So click on launch workspace. Now once you have logged into the workspace, you can explore the features that are there. The signing in takes few seconds. Now depending on your deployment location that you had picked up, we have picked up West US, so you see the URL as West US Azure Databricks. Okay, so now we have the Azure console loaded. Now if you look at that, it is already listing you few common things that you can start off with. You can create a new notebook, you can create a table, you can create a cluster. Okay, so let's and you can also do there's a quick tutorial out there also. The first thing you need to do is See, we want to import is certain example notebooks. So you go to workspace. Then in the workspace you go to users, and then in the user you click on things that you can do. So you can say import. You can create. You can import. You can create a notebook. You can create a library. You can and create an mflow experiment. So here we will try to import a notebook. So you can do that by directly browsing it, or you can use the URL. Okay, so let's say we want to just explore a basic tutorial of mm, say this one, perform EDA. So you have a URL out there, you just copy that URL, you go back, and let's see if we do that and do it. Okay, so now you have the folder there. Now you see different notebooks are there. So once your notebook is loaded, so this one is predicting car prices. So you can run through that. Okay, so here it gives you detailed ways of how you're going to do it. Say if you want to go, if you need it, the data, you can go and add data. So you can upload a file directly. Okay, let's see what the other use cases. Store data storage, you have Azure Blob, you have a data lake, you have Kafka. So this is how you can import it. Now once this notebook, you need to run it on a cluster. Okay, so when you go here you can create a cluster and see cluster. Cluster mode is standard. You can choose the runtime. Okay, we do not need auto scaling. You can see terminate after. We just want if, 5 minutes of, okay, 10 minutes of inactivity. Okay, so you, the worker type, just choose a very small one. Okay, they are minimal, and the number of workers, just keep it to. Okay, so let's see what happens. And we, if you want, so we are looking for some general purpose. We are, as we are using the free tier, we can choose based on your subscription. You can choose a GPU accelerated one. You can use all the different VMs that are available for your cluster. Okay, and so we have basically chosen 2 workers, or in fact I don't need a cluster at all. I will just go with the 1 worker, 1 driver. Still it is giving you 4 core machine with a 14 gig RAM. Okay, and let's see what are in the advanced options. Okay, so and we are of course using Python 3. Let's create a cluster. Okay, now this takes few seconds. See, now it is creating. And so, so once this cluster is set up, you can go to your workspace, you can go to your notebook, and here you are running it. You see, this is a notebook here. Now this notebook we can use run all. So if we give run all, the notebook is not attached to a cluster. However, another cluster is available. Would you like to attach to cluster? Okay, so you can attach and run. So we are not going to do that as well. Okay, so hope you now become familiar with the process. So what we did is we basically logged into our Azure portal. We added the Azure DataBricks subscription, and then once you are there in the Azure DataBricks, we created a Azure workspace. Then in the workspace we go to user, and then you can import different notebooks that you want to run. Now this Spark notebooks, for it to run you need to have a compute environment, so you need to set up a cluster. So you can also do that here. You can choose various types of uh, configurations for your cluster nodes. Okay, so okay, hope you find it useful. Thank you and have a nice day.